This week's devotion is about how to fight fear. Reflect on a moment in your past when you experienced genuine fear. Although fear is something we would rather avoid, it is an inevitable part of being human. However, when faced with fear, we have choices to make. One option is to succumb to panic, stress, and overwhelming worry. We may find ourselves overthinking every worst-case scenario and resorting to unhealthy coping mechanisms to numb our anxiety-inducing circumstances. Alternatively, we can draw inspiration from the words of David. "When I am afraid, I put my trust in you." Psalm 5:6-3. It is worth noting that David wrote these words after being captured by the Philistines. He was being harassed by his enemies and genuinely feared for his life. However, David refused to allow fear to dictate his actions. He resisted the temptation to let fear have the final say. Instead, he chose to combat fear with the power of truth, and so can we. We never have to face our battles alone. God has equipped us with something far more potent than ordinary weapons: His Word, His Spirit, and His people. Even in moments when we lack access to an inspiring sermon or timely words of encouragement, we can pause and remind ourselves of the truth: God fights for us, He is with us, and He will never abandon us. When we shift our focus from overwhelming fear to God's unwavering faithfulness, everything changes. Therefore, if you find yourself scared, anxious, terrified, overwhelmed, or uncertain today, speak these words aloud. "When I am afraid, I put my trust in my one and only Lord."
Thanks for joining us, and continue to be blessed and be a blessing. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you have any interesting topics or are looking for a life coach, please get in touch with us directly.